We're here at Killbear and it's our first time actually visiting this provincial park. I know I like to look at sites before we go, and a lot of the times the Ontario Park website doesn't have the greatest pictures, so I thought I would drive around and show you some of the sites that are empty. We are on site 1157. It's a pretty decent site. It's pretty large. It only really has one hammock tree and one string tree for laundry, and it does have a bit of a swamp in the backyard. You can see there behind the picnic table. That, when it rained, turned into a giant mud hole. So that was not the greatest, but I mean, it dried up pretty fast and we've had 3 more beautiful days. So this is site 157. This is the one we were at. Like I said, it's a pretty big site, as you can see. Nice thing about Killbear too is they're giving everybody 2 picnic tables. If you've ever camped, a lot of the times you only get 1 picnic table and you end up cooking on it and eating on your camping chair. But this way you can have an eating table and a cooking table. Hey bud, what are you doing? No, I packed up the peanuts, buddy. Alright, this is the back of 1157. Again, when this rained, this whole area turned into a swamp, which wasn't the greatest, but I mean, it dried quickly. We had enough room for 2 large vehicles, a pop-up tent trailer with an attic room, and then a dining tent. So we had quite a lot of room on this site. And that's it from the other side. And then the bathrooms are just up that way. And the beach is about a 2-minute walk that way. So it's a good little location, it's just it has a swamp in the back. So this is 1154. It is directly beside the bathrooms, they're right there. It's a pretty private site, but there's a lot of activity here. Only because the bathroom's right beside it. But it's pretty private. It has this cool rock. Another cool rock. There's the bathrooms right there, beside my car. So this is Lighthouse B Beach. It was actually very nice. There's 2 swim lines, one for more shallow and one for more deep. As you can see, even on the windy day, it's less wavy than the Beaver Dam area. It is pretty busy today. But people have been bringing their boats, kayaks, everything, anchoring them. The sand is soft. And this is the least rocky beach at Killbear. So this is the Georgian Area, in where Beaver Dams is. And this is site 205. It's not very private at all. It is big enough, I guess, if you're tenting, but it's not really a trailer size site. But it's wide open to the neighbors. So we are in Georgian right now, and this is site 211 in the Georgian area. It looks just like the other site 205. It's right by the porta potty bathrooms, the outhouses. It's not that big, and you can see straight down onto a site on Beaver Dam, which I think is 265. It's a very heavily trafficked area. This place is not as heavily with traffic, just because that road right there takes you down to the beach, so that's why that one is. But most of the campsites here in Georgian and Beaver Dam that are close to the beach are very open. There's not much privacy at all. If you want privacy, you want to book away from the beach area. And those sites tend to be a lot more private, but there doesn't seem to be a lot of them that are empty. So I can't really film those ones. There's not very many sites that are empty right now in Killbear, so I can only show you the ones that we find that are. So again, this one's 211. Okay, it's pretty big. It's on a bit of a slope. But again, porta potties right there. So this is site 324 in Beaver Dams. It's directly across from the lake. Like directly across from the lake and the public parking. It's very open, but very convenient for swimming. And this is in the Beaver Dam section. Doesn't look overly big though because of all the trees. This is the Beaver Dams beach area on the one side where the Killbear tree is. It's absolutely beautiful with this giant rock. There's tons of places to jump off of and a ton of sand dunes. There's the Killbear tree. So this is Kilcoursie, I think it's called. And this is site number 55. It's pretty big. It's not too open. I mean, it's a little bit open, but it's not too bad. But the public beach is right across the street from it. Now, if you're anything like me, you want to see the sites before you get there. And the Ontario Parks website doesn't really do any of these sites justice to be able to gauge how big they are. That I wish you could just Google and see a video of each site. That would be awesome. So I'm going to try and do that every time I go camping, is just try and find some of the empty sites and take a video of them and post them so people can see some of the sites, and hopefully more campers do that. But this is site number 55 in Kilcoursie at Killbear. So again, this is number 55 in Kilcoursie. Goes all the way back there.
That's so cute. He's so cute.
He's so cute. Here, I got another one. Here.
He's so cute.
Hi, buddy. Off he goes.